KFC new commercial video is really trending nowadays. Some people are qualifying it of a satanic ritual, some says the video is simple. So, in today's video we are going to digest what it is all about. And, to be frank and sincere with you guys, I'm simply seeing this commercial video as something designed to channel the essence of a demon into the world. And this is not something hidden nowadays, as 2 Timothy 3 verse 13 says it will go bad to worse. It is very common. The entity that is being summoned here is all about King Paimon. And according to demonology, he is one of the 8 kings of hell. So, as we go further into this video, step by steps, to digest and elucidate the different meanings of what these scenes means, we are going to see more about that. So, after the scene of the boy walking into the forest, we actually see a jacket descending on a particular lady, and this jacket descending on this lady represents someone that has been chosen to perform a task or sacrifice. We see people arriving from the surrounding, and later on they form a circle. A circle where we see in almost all rituals, there is not a ritual that is not performed without a gathering, without forming a circle. Because a circle represents a connection, represents a quality, represents a combination of forces, the canalizing of one energy to produce a more powerful energy. The movie Hereditary 2018 give us a clear explanation of all this, and it seems like this commercial video has been crafted from that movie because this actually symbolizes or represents almost the same thing. And as it goes, and obviously in rituals, when people do gather around the circle, there are incantations that are being mentioned. And the incantations that are being mentioned we actually see in a commercial video where now they levitate. The chosen ones who perform the sacrifice and the sacrificial offering, that is the boy, they all levitate, that is the ascent. The circle creates a focus space where specific energies can manifest. It contains the powerful being summoned. The levitation represents the 2 people becoming the vessels or medium for a spiritual or demonic presence. After the levitation, they descend, and in another scene, a golden egg appears like falling from nowhere. We can see birds displaying because of the noise that the landing of the egg produced. So here the golden egg represents King Paimon, one of the 8 kings of hell, according to demonology. Now, we can see those people carrying the egg, the golden egg, and dropping it thrice, of which is something that is very common in rituals. The symbol 3, it represents something very, very significant. But in this particular scenario that we are elucidating here, the dropping of the golden egg 3 times simply represents the accomplishment of spiritual completeness, that is, birth, life, and death. So in the first dropping of the egg, it is all about rejection of self, that is, no resistance to the possession. And in the second dropping of the egg, it is the absentance of the force, that is, allowing the entity to fully enter and dominate. And in the third dropping of the egg, which is actually the last, and indicating that the ritual or the sacrificial offering is ready for the sacrifice, which represents completion of the rite, that is, the vessel is now transformed and officially ready or chosen. In this actual scene, we actually see the guy and the girl passing under the golden egg. This is also a determinant point, and it shows the completion of the ritual, meaning the sacrificial offering is ready, as I said. Also symbolizing the acknowledgement of the offering by the demon represented by the golden egg. We move on to the next scenario where there is the immersion of the guy into the liquid, where he becomes a piece of chicken and the people harvesting the liquid. This is very intriguing. The guy is baptized in the essence of the entity or the force just being invoked. And he is being changed into a piece of chicken. And what is this chicken representing? Here, this chicken actually represents that vessel for demons, for the demon in question, or let's say the point of contact with human beings. Because this piece of chicken is going to be sold all over the world as a sacrifice offering. In the same scene, we actually notice a massive piece of gathered liquid. It sounds like it is a lake. So, what does this lake represent? This lake was or is actually created, or it is recharged by the ritual that was being performed. And it contains the power or essence of the demon that was invoked, that is King Paimon. In the same scene, we actually see people that are carrying or taking away this liquid and putting inside some containers. So this actually represents the ritual results. And they are gathering it for future uses, like for incantations, for future power, for future dominance on the world. So, talking of this entity that is being summoned in this ritual, that is Paimon. Who is Paimon? Paimon, as I said in the beginning, is nothing but one of the kings of hell. And his mission is to influence the mind and thoughts of people, thereby making people loyal and help gain their favor. Now, when I say someone influences your mind, it means he is actually capable of changing the way you reason, the way you seeing stuff. And this actually is something very, very crucial. Because here we are seeing the company in its own summoning an entity to give him control upon their clients, and in return they will receive recognition, success in their business, like to maintain their position at the top. As Christians, we all have to understand that the battle is spiritual, as Ephesians 6 verse 12 says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in the high place." And we all have to wake up from our slumber, for the time has come, as it's written in Romans 13 verse 11. Seeking for discernment and wisdom in order not to perish, as in Hosea 4 verse 6, should be our daily goal.